Okay, so until I'm done editing all of the rest of the 4 videos on book series that everyone should read, I just got the idea from watching the vlogs I've missed from M's beta thing, um, which now I'm really wanting to call Vidoa because I mean, just it has the of in it. So vlog every day of April. I know the of isn't actually in there, but every day is usually one word, so it shouldn't be. Vidoa sounds cooler to me than Vita. Mini rant done. But I wanted to do something random that was sort of based off of her blog, and therefore I'm going to put a link to that video in the bottom down there, or down there, so that y'all can go see it because hers is a lot better. And she actually goes through a description of, like, the mind behind all the cute little emoticons that everyone uses online, whereas I'm just going to do this for the hell of it because I can. But basically, I just want to try to do the faces that they of the emoticons that I actually use, and then I'll put in little annotations and these horrible little blocks of just exactly what I'm trying to do. So unfortunately, you will all have to stare at my friggin' face as I make these horrible things. So, till then, I better take my glasses off so you can actually see half of my face rather than this blinding glare that seems to be attached to them. So until then, I'm gonna be blind. It'll be great. But there's this like squinty-eyed, sneaky one emote that is just like, nope, I didn't steal the cookie jar. Usually has like a little period where the mouth should be, and it's just like, it's the greater or lesser than signs that are just, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Then you go, and you're all squinty, I guess. And there's the XD, although my version, for some reason, I'm lazy. I rarely push the shift key for both X and D. So I just get this itty bitty X, which has this Lapajaw big grin thing. So it's like, yay! Whereas most people use the capital X, capital D, so it's supposed to be like squinty eyed. And all I can think of is whenever I see the capital D used to make a smile, I don't think of a grin. I always think of, like, hillbilly toothlessness. And so every time I see that, I'm like the really happy face, all I can imagine of the colon and the capital letter D, or the um equal sign and capital letter D, is just something along the lines of this. And so every single time I see someone use that emoticon, I imagine this face. And then there's the ones that I really like to use for some reason, which are just a little happy face, which are supposed to be like your eyebrows or something going up and down. And I'm not sure exactly the name of the key or what its purpose is. Theoretically, I believe it goes into some form of math. Most of the keys that I do not know are. And it's the one that does like that. And you can make it into all sorts of faces. And they're usually little, like, things like that. And I try to use, like, the underscore, where it's a little flat mouth. Happy. So, otherwise, you can use a period when you want to make it. Um, Other than that, there's the little tongue smiley, and I usually use the colon and the capital letter P, so it's like, I mean, it looks like your tongue is moved over to the other side of your jaw, flipped over your bicuspids or whatever the frick those are. Everyone's going to be posting underneath, Holly, those are not your bicuspids. The bicuspids are over here. I don't care right now. Hello, cat. And, yeah, just try to figure out how to make your tongue go all the way to the other edge of your mouth and then stick out and be like, can't even make my tongue stick out that far. It's just like, that's the best I can do. On the other hand, I can do that weird thing, and the cat jumps right then. Bravo, cat. Other emoticons while the cat tries to kill my computer. The other emoticons I use, trying to think, like, I'm in Tumblr mode. There's the little wink smiley tongue thing, which is just a semicolon in the tongue, or letter P, either capital or lowercase. And so it's basically like, which if you do in real life, people give you this very strange look, but for some reason makes sense online. Other than that, I don't use all the really fancy ones like table flip and all the little things, which are the parentheses and random things I can never find on a keyboard. You have to like copy off of Wikipedia, at least I do. All the symbols and stuff, I don't know. And evidently are usually considered the little Japanese, I think they're called Momo or something, or Mau Maus. I don't know. I'm like Darcy trying to pronounce Mjolnir, and I'm just going meow meow. What's meow meow? And other things I actually forgot to do include the unhappy smiley face, which is either an X or lowercase x and a capital D, but they're inverted from the usual XD. Such as, which every time I see it, instead of thinking, or like most people do, again, I go with the sort of redneck thing, and all I can think of is someone going, just absolute, Other than that, can't really think of anymore, because even though I like Tumblr and all that, I'm not exactly internet savvy. There's the O face, which is a colon and a very large, either the wide zero if you have a certain font, or else just usually the capital O. If you you can use to make very surprised eyes effect, you use 0.0 or O, then capital O is like, oh my, OMG, sort of thing. And it's basically meant to be this. And depending on which one you use, it can go from just downright shock to slight twinge of fear. And if you use a lowercase o and a period and then a zero, then you just kind of get this effect, which is very useful. Because unfortunately, you can't convey much over the internet. And other than that, I can't really think of any more. Again, this can be fun to edit. So I have to add 2 videos together and then go grink. So, wish me luck. This has been Holli and her sort of vlog. Other than that, not much else to say. Hopefully see you in the next video. That's it.